Hi friends, this is Amit Jain. Today in this video I will explain you about how to analyze open interest buildup in stock futures. Okay, when I say open interest, actually I'm considering cumulative open interest of current month and next month. I'm not considering third month in this study. Broadly, there are two ways to analyze COI. First is on EOD basis, which is end of the day analysis. People generally used to do end of the day OI analysis to make their short term view on a stock. Like, for an example, this is Bharti Airtel daily chart, and on bottom of it, cumulative open interest is plotted. Now, if we look at the zone which is marked in a square, on starting of August month, price was trading at around 550, and on 1st September, price was still trading at around 550. In this period, price made a low of 520 and it made a high of 560. But during this period, when we look at the OI, it got shot up from 80 million to about 125 million. Now we have came to know that there is an extra participation of traders in this stock, and stock can take a big move either side in short term. So to find the direction, we can take the help of few indicators, we can draw some trend lines, and we can use breakout or breakdown method. This is one way to analyze the OI. Second is on intraday basis. We know that if on intraday like price is going up, OI is going up, we consider it as a long buildup, and if price is going down, OI is going up, we consider it as a short buildup. Third basis to analyze COI, which is my proprietary method. I called it as buildup which is carried forward. Now let's look at the example. This is GAIL 5-minute chart. If we look at the 8th October, OI was continuously going up throughout the day, but on next day, on 9th October, OI which was built up on previous day, it get vanished on very first tick in the morning on 9th of October. Now where I'm interested in is OI of previous day, which I get on very first tick in the morning, which is marked as 1 here, and OI of current day, which I get on very first tick in the morning, which is marked as 2. Here it is. If the difference of 2 and 1 is a positive number, then I consider it as a OI buildup which is carried forward. At times, OI buildup doesn't suggest the direction of a stock. It actually tells us that there is an extra participation of traders in that script, and whether bulls or bears is going to lead, price will tell us. We try to understand it with an example. Here is TCS 5-minute chart. Now look at the zone which is marked in rectangle, especially on 30th September and 1st of the October. Price has done nothing much in these 2 days, but when I see the OI in this period, it was continuously rising. Although till 1st of October stock was slightly bullish, but we never knew how stock is going to behave in next few days. So now we will see how to shortlist the stock and how to trade. We have certain rules. First one is look for the carried OI buildup for at least 10 to 12% in a day or in 2 to 3 consecutive days. I told you earlier that difference between 2 and 1 should be a positive number. If this number is more than 10 to 12% in a day or in 2 to 3 days, we will shortlist that stock. Second, COI buildup in stocks where there is dividend, ignore those stocks. Third, COI build-up in stocks where there is any opportunity available, ignore those stocks. Arbitrage opportunity can be like if there is a good difference between cash price and future price, or maybe any other kind of arbitrage opportunity, then we will ignore that stock. Now, how to trade? Since we don't know the direction of stock, we can create a buy strangle position. Now, why strangle? Actually, once this criteria of COI buildup is matched, I expect the stock to give a move of at least 5 to 7% in next 3 to 4 days. So I feel buying a strangle can be a good idea, but with certain checkpoints. Number one, check whether IV is lower, equal, or marginally higher than HV. IV stands for implied volatility and HV stands for historical volatility. Historical volatility can be of 20 days or maybe can for 30 days. We know that volatility is mean reverting in nature. When IV is lower than HV, then we can expect the IV to shoot up. If this is not the case, then still there will be a very less chance for IV to crush further. We will hardly lose any money due to IV crush. And take this trade in first 15 to 20 days of month, not after that. We will not take any buy strangle trade in last 10 days of the month because premium decay will be very fast in this period. Third is holding period of the trade is trade day plus 4 trading days maximum. If we are not getting our target in next 4 days, we will straight away square off our position. Target is 20% of the total premium which we paid, and stop loss is 10 to 12% of the total premium. Okay, before I show you some of the example, first I will show you my AmiBroker platform where I identify these stocks. I will show you how I identify. Okay, this is AmiBroker where I selected 9th of October. Here you can see some of the figures are there. On first figure, here it is written today OI change, which means I have selected 9th October day. It is showing that it is showing the change in OI as compared to yesterday. Here I am getting a number of 1.144% OI change as compared to 8th of October. If I select 8th of October, now it is showing today OI change is about 0.1% as compared to 7th of October. Let's say if I selected 9th of October, it is showing today as 1.14. One OI change means it is showing 8th of October change as compared to 7th of October, and so on. Okay, now I show you some of the examples in my presentation. Okay. Okay, this is L&T. I have selected 9th of October. 9th of October, we can see here in these figures on one OI change, which is 8th of October. On 8th of October, we get a number of plus 8% change as compared to yesterday. On 2 OI change, we get a number of 4.53. On 3 OI change, we get a number of 3.98. But at 1 OI change, which is 8th October, we get a total change of about 8 plus 4 plus 4, about more than 16% change. So we came to know that on 8th of October that there is a big participation of traders in this stock, and stock may give a move in next 3 to 4 days, maybe a bull move or bear move, we never know. So what we do is we try to create a triangle here. We create a triangle position before 10 o'clock. So I write down a price of this stock at 10 a.m. in the morning, which was 888. We will buy a triangle within 5% of this price. Let's say price was 888 and 5% of this is 44. So we will try to buy a triangle within 40 points of this range. So what I did is here is let's say we bought a call of 920 and we bought a put of 840, which is nearly in a range of 40 points of 888. So here is let's say we buy a call. Here you can see 8th of October at 9:55, which is a closing price of 10 a.m. 9:20 call price was 16.2, and at the same time 10 o'clock 8:40 put price was 10.65. So I put both the price here, call price 16.2, put 10.65, which in total comes to 26.85. And what we are expecting after entering in a position, we are expecting to take a profit of at least 20% of the premium, or in other words, we are expecting to stock to at least give a move of about 5 to 7%. Let's say we calculate a 5% range. So 888 into 5%, we calculate on higher side, it comes to 932. Although on 9th of October it stock made a high of 918. So we will check at 918 level what my strategy, how my strategy performed. Okay, we will it made a high of 918 at 1225. So we'll check all these prices in options. So at 1225, here you can see this gray line. This gray line is basically showing the price of this option at 1225. This is 1225 candle, this green candle, and the price of this option was closed at 28.65, and at the same time 1225 put option, here it is, which is closed at 570. Now we put both the prices here, 28.65 and 5.7, which comes to 34.35. We bought the strangle at 26.85. We shorted, let's say we shorted it at 34.35. Total investment was 550, which was a trading lot size of L&T into 26.85. 14,800 was our investment. We were expecting 20% returns, which comes to 14,800 into 20%. It is about 3,000. But before our targets come, we are already getting more than 20%. Now here is one more example. I have selected 7th of October here, and if we see here in these figures, one second. Yes, so if we see here in these figures, on 2 OI change we get a figure of 7.7%, and on 3 OI change we get a figure of 5%, which means 2 OI change. So we go back to 2 days before. On, let's say I have selected 7, so 1 day back is 6 and 2 day back is 5. On 5th of October I get a change of more than 12%. Now my criteria is matched. So we will buy a strangle of nearly within 5% of the range. Closing price of this stock on 5th October at 10 o'clock was 2630. So 2630 into 5%, which comes to 131. We will buy a strangle within 130 points of range. So price was 2630. We bought, let's say we bought at 2740 call and 2500 put. So call price at 955, which 10 o'clock on 5th of October was 57.2. Put price was 48.35. We put it here, 57.2, 48.35. And 2630, what we are expecting to stock to do, to give off at least 5% move. 2630 into 105%, which comes to 2760. Let and see, on 7th of October it gave a close of about 2760. Let's say on 7th of October closing we are squaring off our position. So we'll see what are the prices of options which we bought. On 7th of October closing here. It gave a close of 115 point something, and put on 7th of October it gave a close of about 22. So we put a price of 115 and 22. We bought this triangle as 105 and sold at 137. Lot size was 300, investment was 31,700. If 31,700, we are expecting 20% returns, it comes to 6,300, but still we are getting more than 20%. We look one more example. ACC. Again, I have selected 9th of October, and if we see here the change in OI figures, on 2 OI change we are getting 11.58% OI change, which comes to 9 minus 1 minus 1. On 7th of October we got these figures, so we did the same thing. At 10 o'clock price of this stock was about 1457, so 1457 into 5%, which comes to 72. So we will buy a strangle within 70 points of this range. So in this case, let's say we bought a 1520 call and 1400 put. So on which date? 7th of October. On 7th of October at 10 a.m. price of call was 28.85. At the same time, price of put was 29. We put both the prices here, 28.85 and 29. And what we are expecting from this stock to do? To give a move of at least 5%. 1457 into, we calculate it on higher side, 105%, which comes to 1530. On 9th of October at around 950, it gave a close of about 1530. So our target is reached in terms of prices. So we will check in options whether to check how it performed on 9th of October at 950. So price of call at around at 950 is about 60, and price of put at 950 on 9th of October is around 13.65, which I put it here. So we bought a strangle at 57.85 in total. We sold it at 73.65. Lot size was 500. So total investment was 29,000. We are expecting 20%, 29,000 into 20%, which comes to 5,800. It is giving more than this. Okay, I will show you one more example. I told you that we are going to buy those stocks only in which IVs is lower than HV. But in this case, IV was much higher than HVs. I show you one site. This is Concept. So here you can see these kind of data like IV, HV comparison. So here which date we are referring to? On 6th of October. If we are getting these kind of figures on 6th of October of a change about 9.4%, which is equivalent to 10%. So if we check on 6th of October, IV was 48.83, HV was 26.24, means IV was way higher than HV. So we should not take this trade if we get such kind of situation, but still in this case we try to see how our strategy performs if we took a trade. So on 6th of October, closing price of the stock was 1350. So we will buy a strangle within 5% of the range, 1350 into 5%, which comes to 67. So we will try to buy a strangle within 60 point of this range. So in this case, let's say we bought a call of 1420, we bought a put of 1300 on 6th of October. 6th of October, call price was 29.75, put price was 32.55. So here I put 29.75, 32.55, and from what we are expecting, 1350 was the price. We are expecting to move at least 5% into 5%, 1350 50 into 105%, 1417. On 8th of October, on second candle, it gave a close of about 1420. We will check here only how our strategy performed at this rate only. 8th of October on second candle. Here on 8th of October, call price on second candle was 61.75, or put price on 8th of October on second candle was 17.45. 61.75, 17.45. We bought a triangle of 62.30 and sold it at 79.20. Lot size was 800, investment was about 50,000. Still it gave a return of 13,500 just because IV did not get crushed. Okay, we will see one more example where stock did not perform as per our expectation. This is the Voltas. I selected 5th of October. In this day, I got a figure of 12.2% build up. So we are doing the same thing again. Price was 680. We'll buy a triangle within a 5% range. 680 into 5%, which comes to 34. So we will buy a triangle within a 30 rupees range. So in this case, let's say we bought 700 call and 660 put. So on 5th October, at 10 o'clock, call price was 16.3 and put price was 15.1. So I put it here 16.3 and 15.1, which in totals comes to 31.4. And we are expecting a price to give a move of at least 5 to 7%. Let's say we are expecting 5% move. So 680 on lower side, we are expecting 646 to come, which never came. And 680 on higher side, we are expecting 714 to come, which never came. So as per rules, trade day plus 4 days. If we are not getting our target within these periods, so we will simply square off our position. So we took a trade on 5th of October. We will wait for another 4 days. 6 we will wait, 7 we will wait, 8 we will wait, 9th we will wait. But on 9th, at the closing price, we will simply square off our position. So we will calculate the closing price of options on 9th October of closing. So we'll see what are the prices of options on 9th of October. Closing price of call was 20 and closing price of put was 11. So we put both the prices here, 20 and 11. We bought a triangle at 31.40 and we sold it at 31. So we hardly lose 0.4 point, which is 400 rupees. So these are all the examples, and this is the end of the video. And please don't ask for any backtest report. If you really like the content, if you really like the logic, so do this hard work at your own. And I hope you really like the video. Thanks. Bye bye. Take care.